Do you want your home screen to go from this to this? Then keep watching and I'll teach you how to make it look like your apps are floating. Here are some of the apps you need and some of the ones I recommend. I'll mention them again when we get to those steps. First, you're going to want to look for inspiration so that you know what you want your home screen to look like. I recommend using Pinterest because the results are usually better, but any search engine will do. So you can search up things like iPhone homepage themes and some results should come up, but if you want something more specific, you can add adjectives like pink or like certain aesthetics like Y2K. Next, you want to come up with a layout, so figure out what apps you want on your home screen and where you want them. I would suggest only doing your favorites since it takes a lot of time and work, and you'll be able to access your other apps in the app library anyway. Okay, so now you're going to look for a wallpaper and some photos to use as your app icons. Again, I suggest using Pinterest to look for the photos, but any search engine will do. Because we're making the apps look like they're floating, you want the photos you use for the app icons to be PNGs, or we can make them into PNGs. The easier way to make a PNG is to use the iOS 16 sticker function, where you go to the Photos app and you hold down on the subject of an image and then the app will cut it out for you. The problem is that it won't always cut out perfectly and you can't do anything about it. So the second way to make a PNG is to remove the background with an app. I use Magic Eraser because it's easy to use and it's free. It'll take longer, but you can be more exact because it has an eraser and restoring pen. Okay, so now you're going to make the photo you found as your wallpaper, the wallpaper for your home screen. Just a note, you don't need your home screen and your lock screen to be the same picture, so it can be different like how I did mine. Here's some context you need for the next step. When you change the look of the app icon, you can't change the shape of it. So in order to make the app look like it's floating, you need to make the background of the app look like it's blending in with the wallpaper. If you made your wallpaper a solid color, making your app background blend in with your wallpaper is a lot easier, so this next step isn't necessary. For the first part of this step, you're going to need to take a screenshot of your wallpaper with no apps on it. Then we're going to use an app called Yidget, so please download that. The app is really easy to use. You're going to press create and then select the screenshot with no apps on it. Then you're going to press the box with the arrow in the bottom right corner and press save. You'll be taken back here and then you press the 3 dots in the corner of the square and then the saved cropped images option. Different cutouts for the wallpaper should show up, and that is for the different positions that you can have for widgets and the apps. You're going to save the cutouts that match up with the positions you put on your layout. So for example, I wanted to put an app in this position, so I saved that cutout. Now we're going to make the app icons. So you're going to open a photo editing app. I like to use Pixar because it's easy to use and it's free. To make the icon, you're going to take the cutout you downloaded and then you're going to put the PNG that you made or you found on top of it. So as long as you're able to do that, you can use any photo editing app. So just use what you're comfortable with. So that can be something like Canva as well. If you had a solid color background, you do the same thing except for using the cutout, you just use the plain color. Another thing, when you're creating the icons for this bottom section over here, you're going to have to screenshot the color of it so that it matches. We are almost done. All we have to do is actually change the app icon. So you're going to open the Shortcuts app and then you're going to press plus at the top right corner. Then you're going to choose the Open App option, and then where it says App, you're going to press it and then search for whatever app you're going to change the icon of. Then at the bottom, there's an eye with a circle around it, and then you're going to press Add to Home Screen. You can also change the name of the app like I am in the video. Then you're going to press the Photo option so that you can choose a photo, and then you're going to choose the photo that you created for the icon. And then all that's left is Add, and it should show up on your home screen. For the widgets, you do the same thing that you did for the apps, and you can either leave them to be transparent or you can put other PNGs on top of them so that they are decorative. There are a lot of different widget apps, but I like to use Widgetsmith because, again, it's easy and free. Now all you have to do is do the other apps and then arrange them in your layout. I hope this video was helpful and thanks for watching.